Hi, I'm Nick Pierce, the Barefoot Prepper, here with another segment of Off the Shelf at the Zombie Outpost. So in this one I want to cover customizing a fit of your holsters. A lot of times holsters are designed specifically for certain firearms, pistols in particular, and other times they are not. Some holsters come with stitching that you have to remove, and other times they come with a softer area that you need to stitch in order to adjust it so that the pistol or whatever you're putting in it fits. So I want to use this for an example because this is the perfect size holster for that firearm. However, it could use a little tightening up. Maybe if it didn't sit so low and this closed in a little bit, it would sit in there a little better. It's important that when you go to grip, you do have a firm grip on when you draw. So if this was, like I'm mentioning, just up a little higher and kind of closed in right around there, it would be the perfect height for the perfect grip and not have so much play where it would wiggle just a little bit. So in order to do that, we're going to need a bit of a needle and thread and a chair. Oh, and one of these things. Because even though the holsters that you can stitch, where it's softer on the outside by the trim, is not as hard as some of these, again, this is a version that you pull the stitching out until it gets lower when your pistol fits in there. And this is a version where it's a little softer on the edges so that you can stitch it so your pistol fits in there the way you want it. It still takes a little bit of poking the needle through. So let me grab the chair. Start. Now, of course, start with the needle. We got our thread, and that should be plenty. And the smaller the needle, the easier it'll pass through whatever it is you want to sew into. Nice little knot at the end. And this is where our home economic and Boy Scout skills come into play. So we're going to take our firearm and get it in the holster. We're going to get it up to that desired level that we want. And we're going to say, okay, if it sat in the holster right about there, that's where we want the stitching to meet, just right there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start by marking that with just one little pass of the thread into the holster, and this doesn't seem too bad. Again, we're using a very small needle, and I always like to start with the knot on the inside, just a cosmetic thing. I'm going to start by stitching from there and down. So we're going to remove the firearm. We now have a mark. We're going to start, and we start our stitching. And we're going to use this anyway, just to make life a little easier. Again, passing our needle into the holster, pushing it through, pulling it out the other side. So that's just 3 strokes right there. We're going to remeasure it, drop our pistol in there. Seems to fit nice and snug the way it is. And now again, that's just one little stitch temporarily in there. The finger slides under nice where I want to grab it. Everything seems to sit in place. Doesn't wobble around a lot in there. So we'll go ahead and continue stitching that because that's the height that I want it and where I think it would have the best fit. So we'll give this a few more stitches. Oh, there we go. And that's just a little bit about how to give your holster a more customized fit to your firearm. Oh, that's perfect. Right there. That's exactly where I want it. Nice and snug, very secure. I'll adjust these straps, and that's how to get a more personalized fit to your holster for your firearm. Thanks for tuning in to this segment of Off the Shelf here at the Zombie Outpost. Again, I'm Nick Pierce, the Barefoot Prepper. Check out our other great content, follow us on social media, and explore our website. Looking forward to seeing you in the store next time you visit.